Hey, what is going on, guys? So today, be doing just a little bit of regular maintenance on the old girl. We've got a Tusk oil change kit. So we've got the gearbox fluid, engine oil, come with a filter, all the crush washers and stuff. It's pretty cool. The fluid that's in it smells pretty bad, and I haven't wanted to run it or anything too long. This stuff's been in it for a long time. But yeah, pretty good kit. It was like 28 bucks. Came with the fluid, the filter, gaskets and stuff, gloves. We're gonna do the spark plug. Got a nice chain, but I'm not sure if I can do that one-handed, but we'll see. But anyway, so just some regular fluid stuff. And I'll set you guys up and you can see how it's done. Even though if you're watching this, you probably already know how to do fluids. This is just more for just fun than anything. But let me get this sucker running, you know, just warm the fluids up for a couple minutes. Then we'll get it lowered down and drain them out, put the fresh stuff in. All right, guys, get her down off the stand. Again, that Tusk lift is amazing. Don't have the little triangle thing to go in there. Just got a little jack stand and that'll work. But just real quick before I set up, so this is the oil filter. Now it's weird, you shift over here, but the oil filter and engine oil goes in this side. And then the transmission drain is right there. And then on the other side, got your transmission fill on this side, and then this is where your clutches would be. And the engine oil drain is right, sorry, I can't even see, but it's the drain bolt on the bottom. But I'll get you guys set up, and you can just watch me change some fluids if you want. But yeah, here we go. All right, y'all, so I'm going to crack the engine oil drain first. It's the only bolt on the bottom here. It's 12 mil. She was on there pretty good. Let's see how much of this I can spill everywhere. All right. Come on. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow, that's really thin. That's really thin and black. Ooh. At least had the washer on there, so that's good. Set that there. Doesn't smell like gas or anything. That's good. So we will tilt the bike a little bit. Get as much out of there as we can. Definitely want as much of this crap out. Wow, that's some of the thinnest oil I've ever felt. All right, once it slows down to let it drip like that, that is good. And I'll wipe this, put this on there. That is not coming off. Okay, so that washer's good. I mean, it didn't leak before, right? Now I'll keep an eye on it. If I see any moisture around there, change it. All right, a couple snug-a-duggas. Just snug on these, and that's it. Alright, now, of course, the gearbox, the transmission bolt right here behind the shifter. So, I'm going to pull this shifter up. I can get to it. There we go. And let's see what the gearbox fluid looks like. Make sure I position this so I'll only catch 60%, as you should. That doesn't look red. And it's thin. This bolt that's 19 feet long. And threaded yet. You know, just put this in the perfect spot. I got a couple more threads. There it is. A couple more threads. Come on. Oof. That is dark and gross, and it stinks. So I'll just let this sit here and drain for a minute. I'm going to put the bolt back in, and then we'll fill her up. All right, she's about down to a good little drip. Put this bolt back in. It's got a nice washer on there. Put a longer extension on this puppy. A little bit easier on me. There we go. You live and you learn. Get this tightened up. Oh, almost forgot to do the engine oil filter. We'll do that real quick while we're over here. Get this on. Of course, she's flipped. There we go. All right. Torqued. All right. While we're over here. Okay. Do I need to take this off? Probably. Let's see. What is this? Looks like a stripped out tin. Perfect. Let's see. Got oil all over my tools. Rust prevention. Is that 10 or 12? Yeah, that's a 10. Pop it off, get my 10 on there. Let's see, is this the only bolt for this little cover? Let's find out. Seems like it. Yes, sir. One little bolt there. Now we'll take these 8s out. Well, those look a little rounded off. Perfect. Move this. All right, 2 8s. Not too bad, honestly. Those could be, I'll probably replace those at some point, but they're working for now. Well, I'll leave this as directional, so you can only put it on one way. If it's flipped, they won't go line up. Let's see. Okay, top bolt is the big boy. Come on off of there. I know there's a spring back here too. I believe there's a spring on these. All right. I really wish I could use my other hand. Let's see here. All right, let me get something to, well, maybe this will work. I don't want to mar up the case at all. It's probably pretty soft. Let me get something to stick inside there and twist a flathead. There she goes. I knew she was going to pop out. I was trying to be a little cautious so it didn't splash even more oil around, but it's all right. There she is. Very nice. This filter out. What kind of filter is this? Not sure. Don't know. Maybe it's OEM. Not sure, don't know, don't care. So we're gonna put a good one in there. There's the spring. There's that little guy. There. So I'm just gonna wipe this out. Oh goodness, yeah. Ooh. It's all right, bike. Take care of you. That wiped out. Use 2 fingers, you know, start with 1, work your way up to 2. There we go. Oh, that's nice and clean now. You grab the filter. And this is a Tusk filter. They make nice filters. And Rocky Mountain also sells High Flow. I think that's the brand. Those are also good. But let's put a little oil on. I don't know if you need to oil these, but have it. Just a little bit on there. And then let's see. So the cover, that's going to pop on the cover like that. And then the spring just goes in the back side like that. I don't know if you can see it. I can't see the screen. We'll see. And then she goes in like so. Yep. Okay, so I immediately messed that up. I felt the spring fall off. Try it like this. There we go. Makes sense. Tried to do it the other way because I can't really use this hand, but spring on there. Let's see. Leave. Yep. The 1 passage goes at the top and the 2 passages go at the bottom. But like I said, you can only put this on 1 way. There we go. So if you have it flipped, the poles won't line up. All right, so the big boy was at the top. Let's get him started. Little guy on the bottom. Thread him in. even. It only takes a little bit of pressure and really almost nothing. All right. Snug, snug, torqued. All right, so now I guess while I'm over here, I will fill the gearbox up. No, this is weird. This is the engine oil side. The gearbox is on the other side. So while I'm over here, I'll fill the engine oil up. Let me go double check the capacity. I think it's like 0.7 a liter. Okay. Let me show you guys. Okay. So, okay, here we are. So, engine oil capacity after filter change, 0.69, nice, liters, or 0.73 quarts. Transmission capacity at draining after 04, 0.63 quarts, 0.60 liters. Okay, we will do that. All right, guys, so got the funnel in. This came with that oil change kit. I've got my little measuring cup here from Tuss. This is pretty cool. So it was 0.69, let's see, 0.69 liters. So that's 690 milliliters. So I'm gonna fill it up right about to just below the 700 or right at, be just fine. See if I can hold this for you. Oh, maybe not. All right, so 0.69. Oh, that oil looks good. Boom, right there. Should be perfect. Of course, we'll check it, but I've never had an issue looking in the manual, and whatever it says is usually pretty much dead on. So we will get this oil in. Man, really is inconvenient only having one good hand. My good hand. Here we go. Oh yeah. This filter sucks, or not filter, this funnel. There we go. Should just use one of my regular funnels, but this one came with it, so, you know, why not? Man, it's always so nice to run a bike or a car or anything really with fresh oil in it, especially after it's been sitting. Oh man. Let's see, yes. Collapsing. Oh. There we go. Get in there. Drink up, little buddy. VGG. Watch way too much. This would have 100% been faster without this funnel, or with the proper funnel. Didn't want it to go to waste. We paid for it. Nah, it's fine. It's really the clutch cable's in the way, honestly. No big deal. Oh yeah, and that should be perfect. Of course, we'll put the dipstick in and check it after we run it for a minute, but this is definitely good enough to run. Let me just throw this in the trash. And these dipsticks, so when you check these, you don't want to screw it in. These guys, You just sit it in there and check it, and I'm sure it's be right at the full. And just sit it in. Oh yeah, perfect, right at the full mark. So I don't know why I wiped off that fresh oil or whatever. Screw this sucker back in, and then we'll walk around to the other side and do the same with the trans. Okay, now for the gearbox side, it's right here, and this was 0.6 of a liter, so 600 milliliters, and this is 1,000. Probably won't show up, but I don't know why they do it like that. 414. 532, I'm not sure, but this is 1,000 because it's a quart. So we'll get this down to right about 400, so just a bee's dick below the 414 should be good. Should be 600 in there. Oh, you know, of course, take the plastic off first. There we go. Get out of there. All right, now we'll put it in. So there's 400 left. That means there's 600 in, which is what she calls for. You know, do this way to the front of this. Why not? Not for the people. Yeah, I can't leave crap in the house. You are right at, just a skosh above 414. I'm trying to get to 400. We'll just put one more square in there. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Just a little bit above 414. One more square never hurt. Don't you right above 414. That's hot. Perfect. Yep, so should be 600 in right there. And like I said, we'll definitely, check it after she runs for a minute, but that should be, like I said, I always use the capacities that the manual gives and you never have a problem with it. So, all right, let me get this cleaned up a little bit. Man, jack stand worked flawless. My little wooden chock there. But, okay, the caps are tight, the drain bolts are tight, the filter's done. Okay, get this sucker back on the stand. And this thing is nice because you really want to be level when you're checking your fluids. And when she's sitting on this, it's nice and level. Also, I don't have to worry about the bike falling over because I only got one hand to catch it. That definitely did not almost happen earlier. But, all right, let me get her back on the stand. We'll kick her over, see if she sounds any different. Okay, I lied. I remembered that along with the fluids, I wanted to do the brake fluids, front and the rear. The front looks fairly clear. The rear, a little dark, but these are pretty simple. I'm basically just gonna hook a jug up to the nipple on the calipers and then squeeze it until they drain, until fresh fluid comes out, and that's gonna be good enough. These take .4, I believe. Get a little jug there. Let's see, use only .4, there we go. So, yep, .4 only. So let me do that real quick. I'll set this up, maybe do a little time lapse of it. So, all right, here we go. All right, we're back. So we have the brake fluid done, the engine oil, gearbox oil. I did remember, so the tensioner, cam chain tensioner, got new bolts in it, and this middle one was missing, the bottom one was missing. And this one has a washer, and when it's running, it'll actually, I saw oil there, and I was like, why is there oil there? Well, because of that bolt that was missing, but got it in. And yeah, she's about to kick over with the fresh oil and everything. Let me make sure she's in. Okay, it should be first. half click. Neutral, nice. Get my kicking boot on. I mean, this thing would definitely kick in flip-flops, I'm pretty confident. All right, here we go, chokes on. Fresh oil. Here. Couple. A little lubrication there before we start it. All right, now, see if you'll light off. Oh yeah. Wow, that sounds better, less chatter. Again, no smoke. It smells good. Let it run for a minute, and then I will check the fluid levels, but I did them according to the manual, so I'm sure they're fine. Yeah. Sounds great. There we go. All right, I'm gonna let her warm up, check the fluids. I'll check back in with you in a second. All right, so we started to give it gas. It kind of wanted to die. It's a little lean. I just messed with the fuel mixer screw a little bit, got rid of that dead spot. Much better. All I did was turn out the screw a little bit and it is running much better. Well, all right, y'all. If anybody watched this far, appreciate it. I know it's kind of hard for me to move this tripod around and do everything with this. This hurts a lot, but I know it's kind of janky, but whatever. So I got the, ever since I got the carb rebuilt, you know, when I do some twists on the throttle or about half throttle, it would kind of bog. And I knew I needed to adjust the carb, but all I did was turn out the air fuel screw right there. Turned that out, and it's, oh my God, it's a lot better. I don't think it's perfect, but we'll adjust it more when we get to ride it. Sounds much better with the new fluid in. Smells better with the new fluid in and the throttle screw, but no leaks, no smokes, nothing weird. Do still have a plug to put in it and a chain to throw on and a sprocket, but we'll do that another day, maybe tomorrow. But when I do it, I'll film it. I'm glad we got the brake fluid done, especially the rear. I mean, that stuff was like brown. Now it's clear, same with the front. But yeah, so still need to adjust the clutch. She's a little hard to pull, a little bit, but like I said, I just threw it on there to get it on there. But anyway, you know, not bad for a dirt bike that was pulled out of a barn, hasn't ran in years. Everything was hand tight, was missing bolts left and right. Pretty good. So get that spark plug done soon. Really wish I could ride it. Man, I'd try to ride it right now if I could, but I can't pull the clutch. Maybe I can get somebody to test it for me and video it, but that's it for now. Appreciate it. See y'all later.